We earn money, save money and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy. In this program, we shall tell you how dreams of two brothers turned into their life work, why beef from Kazakhstan is so popular abroad, and why scientists invent artificial meat. Currently, the world population nears 7.5 billion. Annually, this figure increases by 1.5%. How to provide with food all the people? Experts believe that within 20 years there will be a lack of food products in shops and the time of food shortages will come again. Thus, for example, the demand for agricultural products increases day by day and the demand for meat is expected to increase by 2% annually until 2023. The world community knows how to solve the problem of agricultural development. Indeed, by 2050 it will be necessary to double the food production. Urbanization is one of the main obstacles for that. The number of city dwellers is constantly growing, but far from everyone wants to work on rural areas. The Abdikanov brothers were born and grew up in Kazakh village located in 50 kilometers from Almaty. 20 years ago, when the youth left for cities in search for a better life, cattle breeder Methan and agriculturalist Mels decided to found their own farm with crop fields, pastures and livestock buildings. Few people believed in success of this undertaking. However, Methan and Mels were confident that they would achieve their goal, and this is in spite of the fact that empty fields were the only thing they had. A farm at the moment was just a dream. The brothers spent their own money for buying first horses and land. At the beginning, we took 82 hectares of plowed fields, 12 hectares of irrigated lands, and 70 hectares of croplands. After that, we planted vegetables, lucerne, wheat, and barley. Medican and Mels built a mini farm in their gardens. Firstly, they bought 10 horses and then another 8. 2 years later, they built stalls and a cote for 37 cows. Farm Medican, named after the second brother, was built by the entire family. All the problems they solved together. Perhaps because of that, nowadays the Abdikanovs do not even remember what was the most difficult for them. Peasants' labor is very difficult. They work from morning till night. They feed, clean, give water to cattle and so on. They are busy all the day. All their life, Mels and Metkan were in pursuit of one objective: to manufacture only natural products. Their household is a full-cycle farm. They do not purchase fodder, but instead of that, stock it up themselves. Notably, the entrepreneurs work in the fields as well as young family members. For example, this year we stocked up 200 tons of fodder. We, brothers and nephews, did it ourselves. We grew crops and mowed them up together with our children. The livestock of Metkan farm consists of 250 sheep, 150 cows and 50 horses. All the products are sent to one of the largest markets in Almaty. Annually, the Abdikanovs farm produces about 10 tons of meat: beef, mutton and horse meat. Currently, Kazakhstan is almost 100% self-sufficient in meat, in particular in beef and mutton, and such households like the Abdikanovs farm are of central importance in the country. The situation is worse with chicken meat. Intensive work is carried out to improve poultry farming, and according to experts, within 3 years Kazakhstan will be able to force out foreign producers from this market. Over the last 5 years, we considerably improved the production of our meat. Thus, nowadays, Kazakhstan produces 417,000 tons of beef, or 25 kilograms per person, 150,000 tons of mutton, or 9 kilograms per person, and about 100,000 tons of horse meat, or 6 kilograms per person. In our region, meat is highly appreciated. An average resident of Kazakhstan consumes 63 kilograms of meat annually. And what is the situation in other neighboring WTO members? In Belarus, annual meat consumption exceeds 70 kilograms. In Russia, it is only 60 kilograms. food prices are increasing. However, people in these countries are unlikely to become vegetarians. People in large cities increasingly prefer prepared food. 90% of population buy fresh meat, freeze it in refrigerators and then cook in small amounts. For example, steaks nowadays are very popular. How is the meat price formed? It includes the cost of fodder and equipment, wages for laborers and sellers' markups. Now let's see what costs do producers bear. Thus, keeping a horse at the Abdikanov's farm costs 17,000 tenge. The basic expenses are related to fodder. An animal is fed for about half a year and after that slaughtered. The sales revenue is about 300,000 tenge from one sold horse. Some part of this sum is spent on salaries, utility expenses and fuel. 5 persons at our farm, including my 2 nephews, are responsible for feeding. We feed the animals and attend them. There are also 2 tractor drivers who work only 7 to 8 months. Meat from Kazakhstan is also popular abroad. It is regularly delivered to Russia, Kyrgyzstan and China. The last one is considered the most prospective market. China imports about 2 million tons of red meat. Only the output of beef in Kazakhstan reaches 400,000 tons. Therefore, we need to work hard in order to supply the market, which we can at least by 20 to 30%. I think that this will be our main goal in the nearest 5 to 10 years. Why meat from Kazakhstan is so popular in neighboring countries? The answer is easy. This is an ecologically clean product. Local farmers do not use harmful food supplements which facilitate animals' growth. Currently, the global trend is the focus on organic food. This makes our agricultural products desirable at the external market. These days, organic products are in fashion all over the world. Because of that, we, that is to say, experience a moment of glory. Now we have to present our products on world markets in the right manner. Now we intensively work on that. For example, currently Kazakh is assisting in the development of a new meat brand. I think that during Expo, the entire world will know about our natural products, including meat and plant products. 3 years ago, Metkan and Mel's Abdikanovs decided to increase their livestock and reach a new level in their business. And it was the state which helped them. The brothers appealed to Damu Fund. After that, they got a financial assistance from the Agrarian Credit Corporation. For that end, we took a 12 million tenge loan and purchased 62 cows and 3 breeding bulls. Just look there, we have been breeding pure white-headed Kazakh cows. Here you can see the calves. The Abdikanov brothers are dreaming about many things. One of their dreams is to produce 15 tons of meat annually, to increase the livestock, improve breeds, open their own shop and sometime later to sell their products at the Chinese market. Even now the work on crossing of sheep breed is underway. The new breed will be cheaper and have a heavier weight. Do you see these sheep? We want to improve this breed for ourselves. We want our broad stock to become larger. Just look at this one. It is 6 months old. We bear fewer expenses with these sheep because we do not keep them in stalls. They graze on pastures. For example, a 3-month merino gives 12 to 13 kilograms of meat and fat-tailed sheep gives 24 kilograms. So now we try to breed fat-tailed sheep. We have Edelbai and Gisa sheep. We have been breeding them for more than 3 years. 5 years ago, Sibarga state program was launched. Farmers are given credits for purchasing, spawning cows and breeding bulls for the production meat cattle. Agrarians are offered 6% loans for a period of 10 years. There are similar programs for small cattle. Fieldworks and harvest works are also financed. Credit program Kulan has been functioning for almost 2 years. Its aim is to increase the number of meat and milk horses. More than 1,500 farmers got financial assistance. The state especially cares about small enterprises. However, getting a loan for no particular reason is impossible. In order to enlist in a state program, farms must answer particular requirements. Much attention is given to the self-sufficiency of infrastructure. In order to get a financial assistance, self-confidence of project initiator as well as of creditors is required. We certify that we render our services without any restrictions. However, the majority of our partners are owners of small businesses. Less of them are medium-scale businessmen and only few are large businessmen.
Число наших действующих партнеров, то есть заемщиков.
This year, the government intends to allot 97 billion tenge for additional support of agro-industrial complex. The development of meat cattle breeding directly depends on the area of land suitable for cattle breeding. For this reason, special emphasis is made on the increasing of irrigable lands. Agriculture in Kazakhstan is a strategic area. During the first 8 months of 2016, the investment into the agricultural sector of Kazakhstan exceeded 150 billion tenge. This is 60% more in comparison with the same period of 2015. As a result, farmers expand their lands, producers increase their output, new workplaces are being created, and we consume more domestic products. Currently, by the order of the President of Kazakhstan, we are seeking for special export-oriented projects. UN experts express a concern that keen demand for meat can lead to an ecological catastrophe. Scientists consider that livestock growth intensifies the greenhouse effect. For this reason, they propose to impose an additional tax on meat foods or sharply raise their price in order to reduce the number of buyers and the output. The richer is a nation, the higher is the consumption of red meat. For example, in the US, it makes up 125 kilograms, in Australia 120 kilograms, in New Zealand 115, in Spain 110, and in Luxembourg 135 kilograms per person. Everything depends on people's well-being. The higher are the wages, the higher is the consumption of high-quality fresh meat. By 2050, the global demand for meat is expected to reach 505 million tons annually. Nowadays, it is 200 million tons less. Analysts believe that poultry meat will be the most popular, and the demand for it will make up 220 million tons. According to the statistics, this type of meat is cheaper and easier to produce. In addition, it is very appreciated by followers of healthy lifestyle. US researchers see the way out in the invention of artificial meat, so it is quite possible that soon our diet will include biotechnological meat. However, the Abdikanov brothers and thousands of other farmers like them are confident that they will not lose their jobs because the demand for natural products will be forever. The Germans are known as big lovers of organic food. Thus, sales of ecologically clean meat in Germany increases by 14% annually. The main suppliers are farmers from Denmark and New Zealand. They produce meat of pasture-fed cattle. While in some European countries meat consumption continues to increase, people on other states withdraw this product from their diets. For example, nowadays, in Italy the number of vegetarians exceeds 6 million and continues to increase by almost 10% annually. In order to satisfy the new demands, local restaurants offer special dishes from vegetables. Meanwhile, tourist agencies have developed a tour when travelers visit the most interesting vegetarian restaurants and consume only vegetable-based food. In contrast to Europe, meat consumption in Asian countries is increasing by more than 10% every year. Only in China, people eat more than 25% of meat produced all over the world. This is almost 70 million tons. In addition, in the Asian region, special emphasis is made on the development of the meat industry. In Japan, Korea and China, farmers are given subsidies for launching their business as well as for promotion of their products. Along with that, experts note that the local livestock agriculture is already ahead of the US and Brazil. This attracts investors from different parts of the world. Only in China, farmers from New Zealand have opened 3 pastures which brought profit of almost $200 million. At this farm there are 28 hectares of land per cow and the number of cows reaches 60,000. Australia is famous not only with tasty meat but the world's largest cattle farms. Alexandria Station is one of them. Its territory nears 2 million hectares. Specialists use helicopters to move along this land. In Europe, this area will be suitable for locating of 150,000 small farms.